Hi, this is my first video that I do about this, basically, but I have metastatic stage 4 colon cancer. Let me tell you about it. To starter, hi, my name is Gabby. I'm 26 and I'm from Canada. I'm a full-time cosplayer and I'm a full-time cancer patient. It's not easy dealing with the two, so I'm making a video about it to basically destigmatize cancer and to explain a little bit how it is to deal with cancer, basically. For this video, I will be cosplaying because it's one of my comfort hobbies, and the character that I'm cosplaying is Saika Maizono, if that wasn't obvious. I've been cosplaying since 2020, the pandemic, and it has been my comfort hobby ever since. And Danganronpa was not my first fandom, but it was one of my first that I really enjoyed and make a lot of friends through, and it's kind of a comfort media for me, even though it's not that much comforting. So yeah, I will be cosplaying for this video, and I hope you enjoy hearing me talk about my illness, and that you learn from it. So my condition is that I have a stage 4 colorectal cancer with metastatic tumors in both my lungs. It was a lot to take, and I've been having treatments for almost a year now. My treatment plan is FOLFOX and FOLFIRI. I'm starting with FOLFIRI because FOLFOX basically makes neuropathy in both hands and feet, and it could become permanent if I'm not careful. So they started with FOLFIRI, and if FOLFIRI doesn't work anymore, I'm starting FOLFOX. So let me show you a little bit how it works. So I have this little pouch on me. It's basically my treatment, and I have it for 2 days. Let me show you how it looks, but I'm gonna block every information on the bottle. It looks kind of like this, and it's plugged on my Portacat, and basically it infuses for at least 2 days, and after 2 days I'm good to remove it at the hospital, obviously, because I'm not qualified for this. And yeah, that's pretty much how it works. I have a treatment at the hospital on the morning, and then the afternoon I'm leaving with this little bottle. As some of you probably don't know, this is not my first cancer, it's my third one. I'm going to explain a little bit how I've been diagnosed with my condition and how it affects my life. So first thing first, I had cancer at 2.5 years old. I had liver cancer, which is caused by me having the gene called familial adenomatous polyposis, and it's basically there's polyps growing in your intestines and colon mostly, and it can be cancerous, which is basically what happened to me at a early age of 23, but at 2 years old I had a liver cancer, which is also caused by familial adenomatous polyposis. And because of this, it's the first time that I talk about it online, but I have dissociative identity disorder because I did not understand at the age of 2 that the doctors were hitting me for a good reason. So yeah, I have developed alters because of this condition, and my oldest one is from 2001, the date that I had my first cancer. I will make a separate video about it because it's very much worth talking about it, basically. My second cancer that I had was stage 4 colorectal cancer at the age of 23. It was in December of 23, sorry. And I got an emergency surgery to remove my colon, and now I have an ostomy, which is basically just a tiny little piece of your intestine going out of your belly, and you poop from there basically. I've been living with it since that day, and I'm very, very happy about it, because otherwise I wouldn't have a life. I wouldn't have any quality of life, because I lived without a stoma and a J pouch, and it's hell on earth, and for me personally, and I prefer having a bag now. And now, since January of 2025, I'm dealing with a terminal illness called metastatic colorectal cancer. So basically what's happening to me is that I have tumors in both of my lungs that kind of looks like spider webs, and I can't have a transplant, I can't have a lung removed, I can't have a surgery because I could die. So the only thing that's keeping me alive is chemotherapy, aka FOLFIRI and FOLFOX. On my Instagram, I started a Q&A on what cancer is and what I'm dealing with basically, and what's my personal experience, and I'm gonna share a few questions that I've had. The first one is, does it hurt when I have chemotherapy? It doesn't hurt, it just makes you extremely fatigued and nauseous, in my case at least. But one thing that I've learned from having both FOLFOX and FOLFIRI is that FOLFIRI is a little bit less impactful on my health than FOLFOX is. FOLFOX makes me a little bit more tired, it makes me more nauseous, it's basically makes it worse than it could be. But for some reason with FOLFIRI, it doesn't do much. Like, I've started FOLFIRI today again after a 3-month break, and it's not too bad. I've had nausea, and the medicine that I take is very much effective. Second question that I've got is, what does chemo does to my body? Well, first of all, it basically kills or keeps the cancer cells asleep, and it makes me a little bit more fatigued, it makes me nauseous. Depending on if I take FOLFOX or FOLFIRI, I'm a little bit more, I have neuropathy, so basically I need a wheelchair or a cane to walk, because it's a little bit harder for me to stabilize myself. I prefer personally rolling in a wheelchair. And finally, the one question that I've got in my Q&A post on Instagram was, how many times does it take for me to rest after treatment? Usually, it takes at least a week for me personally, because I'm lightweight and I'm not that tall. So for me, it takes a week and then I'm fine, but it also depends on the treatment that I have. With FOLFOX, it takes a little bit more time for me to adjust and rest. But with FOLFIRI, I found out that it's not that impactful on my life. It just makes me nauseous and a little bit fatigued, but today I had my treatment and I'm in full cosplay right now, so really it depends on the day, I would say. So yeah, it was a little bit short video about my cancer and how I've been dealing with it since childhood basically. I hope you really enjoyed this video, and I hope that you got some of your questions answered. If you have more, you can leave some in the comments below. I will be happy to reply and answer some of your questions. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!